Hey, what's going on everybody? Troy Addison here with Limitless TV, and I wanted to show you guys, first of all, this really cool scene. I'm traveling right now. I'm in Los Angeles, and this is kind of the little backdrop area of our Airbnb location. But in today's video, I want to get into carbohydrate cycling and why it's so powerful when it comes to fat loss. And I see so many people are asking me questions on my Instagram. By the way, if you guys aren't following me, make sure to give me a follow. I'll put the link in the description below. But carbohydrates, and I know I've said this in other videos, but carbohydrates are not the devil. In fact, if you have carbohydrate timing and you have carbohydrate cycling into your regimen, you can eat more carbs and lose more fat. So that's what we're gonna talk about in today's video. So the first thing that I wanna get into is carbohydrate cycling and kind of explain it to you guys. So carbohydrate cycling basically means, and you can even eat about the same amount of calories every single day and still do carbohydrate cycling. That's actually one of my favorite strategies and what I've been trying to do all summer long to stay really lean. So carbohydrate cycling basically means that you're switching between low, moderate, and high carbohydrate days. Now, why do we do this? First of all, you're gonna boost a powerful fat-burning hormone called leptin. So by not eating the same amount of carbs every single day, you're gonna boost your leptin, you're gonna boost your metabolism, and also you're gonna help deal with cravings. You're not gonna go on these giant binge sessions, and it's gonna just speed things up and make your life so much more enjoyable. Now, there has to be some structure and some science to when we're carbohydrate cycling. So if I'm not working out at all, if I just have a complete off day from the gym, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on a low carbohydrate day. So basically I'm only gonna eat protein, healthy fats, and vegetables. So that will be about 50, 75 grams of carbohydrates strictly from the vegetables. So to keep myself full, I'll eat lots of broccoli, lots of asparagus, lots of cauliflower, basically just getting trace amount of carbohydrates from the vegetables. And I'll eat lots of protein, lots of dark leafy greens. Sorry guys, there's some mosquitoes out here. So that's my low carbohydrate day. Now, if I have 2 or 3 off days from the gym where I'm not doing any cardio, not even doing any weight training, I will go on a low carbohydrate day because our body doesn't need that glycogen, it doesn't need that extra fuel. Now, on my really intense training days, especially if you're a guy looking to build muscle or maintain all of your muscle mass while losing body fat, what you wanna do is either a moderate or a high carb day. So most of my training days, I'm doing a moderate carb days. So my moderate carb days are about 1 gram of carbohydrates per 1 pound of body fat, or excuse me, of body weight. So I'm about 190 pounds. I'll have about 190 to 220 grams of carbohydrates on my moderate carb days. What I will do is I will have the majority of these carbohydrates in the 60 to 120 minute window post workout because insulin is going to help me preserve my lean muscle mass, help me recover, help me shuttle all the amino acids from the protein into my cells. So that's going to be perfect for guys looking to build muscle mass or maintain muscle mass while losing body fat. It's a great recipe for anybody, male or female. So what I'll do is I'll have very low fat intake post workout, and I'll have a lot of carbohydrates and a little bit of protein. So a 2-to-1 ratio works great. So if you eat about 150 grams of carbohydrates in your post-workout window, you want to have 60, 70 grams of protein. Now the high carbohydrate days, do it once per week and drop the fat as low as humanly possible. So what you want to do, only have 30, 40 grams of fat at the most, and drop your protein a little bit. And then, like I said, you got to be really conscious that you're not eating food that is really high in fat, because if you have a lot of dietary fat and a lot of carbohydrates on the same day, you're gonna store body fat. So those high carb days, enjoy things like gummy bears, fat-free frozen yogurt, even Pop-Tarts, things like that, if you're craving them, are perfect on the high carb days. So the high carb day is gonna boost that leptin, it's gonna boost your metabolism, and I recommend about 2 grams of carbs per 1 pound of body weight on your high carb days. So my recipe right now, I'll do 4 to 5 moderate carb days, I'll do 1 or 2 low carb days, and 1 high carb day per week. That's gonna help you guys so much. And then, what was I gonna say? So we got the carbohydrate cycling down. Sorry, I'm getting really distracted because there's a million mosquitoes, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. But we're gonna wrap up here in just a second. So the carbohydrate cycling and the carbohydrate timing. So remember guys, we have low, moderate, and high carb days, and then if you just stick to the rule of thumb of eating the majority of your carbohydrates post-workout, you guys are gonna have so much more success, because if you're doing any type of weight training, it's gonna allow you to enjoy carbohydrates a lot more because you're burning through that muscle glycogen. So Carbohydrates are not the devil, guys. Let me know if you have any questions about macro intake and carbohydrate cycling in the comments below, but I'm gonna pump out a lot of videos coming up. I'm doing some traveling. I'm gonna be all over California for about the next week, and then we're doing some traveling back to Florida, and then Colombia, and then Europe after that. So make sure you guys subscribe. I'm gonna have a lot of exciting videos on the way, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'm signing off from Mosquitoville over here, and we'll see you guys on the next video.